Welcome back to For the Record. As you may have heard, recently Pennsylvania's school code was updated, allowing districts to adopt 4-day school weeks, provided schools meet the requirement of 100 days of instruction or 990 hours in the classroom at the secondary level. But it turns out there's a Pittsburgh school that has already been doing 4-day weeks, City Charter High School, located downtown. I speak with Dara Ware Allen, their CEO and principal, to learn more. You guys are doing something not very many people even know about, and that is a 4-day school week. Why did you want to do that, first of all?
Thank you for having us. We're excited to be able to talk about what we've been learning, over these 4 to 5 years. We actually were looking at a way of providing opportunities for staff and students to have more wellness, within our school schedule, because we have a unique schedule. We go year round. And we have a longer day than typical high schools. And so we started, researching to see if there were other models that we could look to in Pennsylvania, and we couldn't find any. We actually started with most of our research in Colorado, interviewed a few folks, and then that was right before the onset of the pandemic. And in the pandemic, we tried a number of different models, as lots of schools did, but it actually did provide us the opportunity to test out this 4-day schedule. And once we were back in person, even though there were some days that we ended up having to have as hybrid, we've been doing it now actually for 4 years.
So Pennsylvania recently changed its code to allow for this. Are you saying you were kind of doing that even before? You're really a groundbreaker here in the state.
Yes, and we were afforded, the opportunity to be able to have our school schedule run based on the total number of hours, because we have a unique year-round schedule. And that is, uncharacteristic, here in Pennsylvania, and then obviously, in our region here in Pittsburgh. And so we've always had the total number of hours in terms of how we run our school. And so, once PDE, did some tinkering, announced the additional changes, then, it just gave us additional flexibility to figure out how we could do a 4-day schedule. The year-round schedule allowed us to have more of that flexibility.
So you're still getting the same number of hours in. Tell me how that all works.
So I guess I should make a nuance there, is because we were so many hours over, we're not at that total number, but we're still over. And that also gave us the idea of thinking, okay, what's the point of diminishing rewards, where maybe you're going to school like too much, where people are, like I said, feeling potential burnout, or that they didn't have enough flexibility. And so this is where City High has modeled itself in trying to prepare students for what comes next after high school, also while making sure that we have, academic rigor. And so there are various components within our school schedule that allow students to kind of, test out independent learning, test out what a work schedule might be like. And this became, another, opportunity to help students to realize the flexibility that are happening in workplaces, but then to also do that within a supportive environment within our school, that they can be making some of those adjustments themselves, of making decisions about how they spend their time on this additional day that they have off, while still getting the amount of instructional hours that they need, that are required, within the school year.
I think a lot of people are also interested just in the fact that you go year round. So before we talk about the 4-day a week school week, tell me about how it is to go year round. What's the benefit of that?
Well, it is really important. Even before coming into this role, I'd always admired City High, from the outside. I was like, well, I wish more schools were like, City High, in terms of, looping. Our teachers stay with students all 4 years. So there really are, specialists, in their respective disciplines. They teach the introductory subjects as well as, some of the more complex. And they have this year-round schedule. And the looping, works hand in hand with that. It allows us to get to know students, develop relationships, and leverage learning, from those relationships. And then because we go year round, we do have breaks built in, but they're smaller breaks, enough to kind of refresh and refuel without like forgetting everything and having to reteach. And so the ability of having a year-round schedule together with teachers that know you, they're going to be the same teacher you're going to have next year, you are kind of minimizing that learning loss of lost time during the summer, as well as lost time of just, a new teacher getting to know you and how you learn, and being able to just like hit the ground running once our short breaks, are over and we resume back to school.
And how are the teachers with that?
Well, the teachers, it does take a special person to work at our school. We are so privileged that we have people that do choose to work at our school. They enjoy the ability, I think, really to be treated as professionals, where they are in charge, of their curriculum. Obviously, we have parameters, we have curriculum guidelines, and curriculum arcs. But the teachers really work together within their respective content teams and sharing information about what is going to be taught, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. And then when that teacher comes to loop back around to that grade level, that team is there to also kind of let them know, like, hey, here are adjustments, that need to be made, because they're only, teaching say a course, in 11th grade just once, because they're going to be looping and they don't have that again until that fourth year. So I think while we require a lot and we expect a lot, in terms of what teachers will contribute in getting to know their students, having advisory responsibilities to where they are working with that student and that family the entire course of that student's career, at City High, they really do appreciate having the professional freedom and ability to dig deep into content areas that they love and that they chose. They also provided us feedback that really was somewhat of the impetus for us even exploring this 4-day schedule, because more folks were saying, I don't know that I can do another loop. These are people who have been with us, for a bit of time. And our founders, when they first started the school, they originally thought people would maybe do like 2 loops. But now we have people who have done 4 loops. We're in our 23rd year, and we want that expertise. We need that, within our school, even while we're welcoming and onboarding additional people that are coming to City High. So we had to figure out, like, how do we keep those folks? And so the 4-day schedule was a way of kind of like building at additional breaks before we get to like the trimester break, because we are going year round and we have a longer schedule. So they were very much, on board with exploring this alternative schedule.
So when does your day start and when does it end on most days?
Great question. Like you said, you have a longer schedule, so here's our schedule. So students can come to the building as early as 7 o'clock. Classes actually start at 8, and then students go until 3:40 if they're in 10th through 12th, and then 9th graders go till 3:45. And when students come into the building at 7 o'clock, we also apply for a special status to where we can provide meals for free for all students. And it's a program that is available that schools can apply for. So we're very proud of that students, it's like come in early, get your breakfast. We have hot breakfast, and then they can get started with their day. And also we have, pretty good lunch too. Staff actually eat our lunch. We have, a chef and a food services team that really put a lot of care, into the meals that are created for students.
So which days did you pick to go?
Great question, because a lot of times people think of, okay, 4-day week, you're off on Fridays. We're actually off on Mondays. And so what that provides is more instructional time, because a lot of holidays are on Mondays, and so then those days are already off. So that gives us more room to work with, some additional days in our calendar. So we go Tuesday through Friday.
And let's talk about the benefits that you've seen of this 4-day week.
Yeah, so the benefits are, as when we were first exploring, some of the wellness benefits that we were hoping for of having an intense schedule, but, not running oneself, to the brink, where you're working like basically all week, because many teachers, they're working over the weekend, to get ready for, the beginning of the week. And so having that additional time has allowed, people to breathe, to schedule their appointments for themselves, for their children. That's from a staff standpoint. Students also, they have doctor's appointments that families have told us that they appreciate, being able to have that Monday to schedule. behavioral health appointments. Students can receive, the additional counseling outside of school with their doctor. We also make that available on the Monday, that we are in school, where there are activities.
And internships as
and
well.
Internships, students can get
that.
additional internship hours, particularly for things that they may not see on a Monday, being that they're going to school Tuesday through Friday. And that's for our juniors and seniors who are assigned to internship. And then there are activities, fun activities that allow teachers and students to be able to develop relationships across grade levels and develop relationships. That has really been like our secret sauce from Looping for how we are able to help students really make learning gains and growth, within the school year. They have that on a 4+ Monday, participating in activities that are in the school, and then some that are off-site. They've gone to, like for Spanish class, they've gone to Spanish restaurants and having conversational an activity that way, to where they're ordering their meal in Spanish. They're participating, on site in a Smash Bros contest that one of our teachers, runs. That's very well attended. When it's warm, sometimes there's kayaking. We partner with like Venture Outdoors. The Pittsburgh Promise will host various things, activities around post-secondary going. And other opportunities that students can take advantage of that are hosted on those Mondays.
I'm eager to hear what the parents' reaction has been, because my first thought is, parents at work, what do they do on that fifth day with their child? What's the reaction been?
Yeah, so we thought that it was important. We knew it was important that we had to get parent feedback, and say that's an important group. And parents have been a partner, at our school. And so we surveyed them as a part of our annual evaluation about, okay, hey, what do you think, about us moving to this, to this model? And there were obviously specific questions that did shape the final, version that we implemented. And we have prospective families that were going to be joining us in the fall, our incoming 9th grade class. And they were overwhelmingly, supportive. We thought the 9th grade families were gonna, we were gonna get more pushback with them. But it wasn't just about whether we were gonna get pushback. We did want that feedback because, if we're gonna implement this model, we need buy-in, from the families and students and parents alike. And we get that feedback annually. In addition to anecdotal feedback,
But they support it?
But they have been supportive. And we are grateful, that they are supporting it. But we're also willing to look at information, that if we are starting to see, negative benefits, then we'll make, adjustments. One of the values, I think, at City High that our founders, instilled is that we wanted to reimagine what high school looked like. And that was in the beginning when the school was founded, and we've had, that value that even as there have been veterans and new people that have come into the school, that value of what does reimagining high school look like now, in addition to like what it looked like from when we were founding. And this is kind of a part of that evolution of, hey, in a post-pandemic world, there's more flexibility, within the workplace, and we have to equip our students in making more informed decisions and having the independence with support, to make good choices about how they spend their time. And part of that comes in with this additional day that they have off.